evening, students. Last time in Electricity 2, you saw the topic regarding electric power which ends the lesson, and some sums based on electric power also I had done. Today we are going to see the exercise part which I am going to teach you on the board. I will write the sum and one by one sum we will solve. Some of the sums I am going to give you to do as homework because same type of sums we have done in the worked examples. So let us first take the first sum which is given in this exercise. What does the first sum says? First I will read the sum. A piece of wire of resistance R is cut into 5 equal parts. So what is given? A piece of wire is cut into 5 equal parts, and the resistance of whole wire is R. These parts are connected in parallel. What is the equivalent resistance for the combination, and find R by R dash. This is an MCQ question. The options are given. First option is given 1 by 25. Second option is given 1 by 5. Third option is given 5. And the fourth option is given 25. So, you have to find out what is the ratio between the resistance of the whole wire and the resistance of the wire when it is cut into 5 equal parts. So, let us do this sum. So, solution. So, what we will start first? We know what is given, the resistance of the whole wire. What is the resistance of the whole wire? So, we will write it down that resistance of wire is equal to R ohms is given. This wire is divided into how many equal parts? So, number of equal parts of wire is equal to 5. So, what is, so number of how much equal parts it is? 5. So, what will be the resistance of each wire? So, resistance of each equal wire is equal to R by 5 because it is divided into how many parts? 5 parts. So, according to fraction, each part will be R by 5. Now, these 5 resistors are now connected in parallel. So, what is the resistance for parallel? That is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus 1 by R3. So, how many? 5 equal parts. So, let the equivalent resistance he has asked is equal to R dash. The equivalent resistance of all these 5 pieces of wires, equal parts of wires when they are connected in parallel combination. So, we have to find out now what is 1 by R dash. So, 1 by R dash is equal to, each wire resistance is what? R by 5. It is parallel. So, it will become 1 by R by 5 plus 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 1 by r by 5 because it is divided into 5 equal parts. Now 1 by r by 5 means nothing is added down. So if you take division, convert it into multiplication, it will become the reciprocal. So what it will become? Reciprocal. So what we will get? 1 by r dash is equal to 5 by r plus 5 by r plus 5 by r plus 5 by r plus 5 by r. So r is the common denominator. So what we can write it down? 1 by r dash is equal to common denominator is r. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. So how many times? 5, 5, 5. So if you add it, you will get 25 by r. So what is r dash is equal to? Reciprocal. R dash is equal to r by 25. So now we want the ratio of r by r dash. So r by r dash is equal to r by 25. So this will become reciprocal. So it is equal to r by 25 by r. R and R cancels. So how much will get? 25. So R dash is equal to how much it is? 25. So you got the answer. So how much answer is here? Which is answer? 25 is the answer. That is the R dash. So once again I will explain you. Here what is given? A piece of wire is cut into 5 equal parts and the resistance of whole wire is R. These parts are connected in parallel. What is the equivalent resistance? We got equivalent resistance is 25. So what is the equivalent resistance for the combination and find R by R dash. So what we got? We know that the resistance of the whole wire is how much given? R ohms. It is divided into how many equal parts? Number of equal parts of wire is 5. So what will be the resistance of each equal wire? It will be R by 5. So let the equivalent resistance denoted by R dash. That is why it is connected in parallel. So it is parallel means what we will get? 1 by R dash is equal to 1 by R by 5 plus 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 1 by R by 5. If you take this division into multiplication, this will become reciprocal. So 5 by R plus 5 by R plus 5 by R plus 5 by R plus 5 by R. R is a common denominator I have taken. Add 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 is equal to 25 by R. So what I got it as R dash is equal to R by 25. So we have to find out R by R dash. So R we got it is equal to 25. So that is your answer. Now this sum which I worked out for you, it is for 2 or 3 marks it is asked. You have to calculate in this way. But this is MCQ questions. How to solve within a second this sum, how to get the answer as 25. Okay, very important thing is that this you have to keep in mind. 5 equal parts. So the whole wire is divided into how many parts? 5 equal parts. So in first case, he has asked the ratio of R by R dash. R dash is when they are connected in parallel. So we saw that R dash, we got it as R by 25. How 25? Because 5 equal parts. So 5 into 5 if you do easy method, it will become 25. Because 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. So 5 resistors are there. So what will the resistance when you add it, it will become 25. So you got 5 equal parts is there, it will become 25. So what you got? R dash is equal to R by 25. So if you substitute this R dash in this value, the reciprocal you will get. So what will happen? R by 25 you will get it as R into 25 by R. R and R cancels. So you will get the answer as 25. Means in general, 5 square is 25. So you tick mark that answer only as 25. So R by R dash combination ratio is 25 by 1 or 25 is to 1 or only 25 is given. So the answer is 25. But if it is asked, what is R dash by R? Very simple. The reciprocal of 25. What is the reciprocal of 25 is 1 by 25. So you have taken R by R reciprocal. R dash went into the numerator, R came into the denominator. So this is 25 by 1. So 1 will go in the numerator and 25 will come in the denominator. So R dash by R will be equal to 1 by 25. So this is for 5 equal parts. Same thing is given 6 equal parts. So what will be that? 6 by R plus 6 by R plus 6 by R. How many times? 6 times you are going to add it. So you will get R dash is equal to 36 by R. 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, 36. So what will be the first case? R by R dash will be equal to R by, so R dash, what it is? 36 by R. So this is 1 by R dash, that is the reciprocal of the parallel. So what you will get? R dash is equal to, R dash you will get R by 36. So put that value R by 36. So if I take the next step, R by 36 into 1, R by 1 into 36 by R reciprocal, this will become R and cancels, it will become 36. So when 6 equal parts are there, 6 6 are 36, so 36 will be the answer. But if second case is asked, R dash by R, what is second case? R dash by R, the reciprocal. 36 reciprocal is what? 1 by 36. So this is what? Very easy. If 7 is asked, can anyone tell me? What it will be? 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. 7 7s are 49. So R dash by R is 49. So what will be R dash by R? 1 by 49. Like this way. How many equal parts are given? Add it and take the reciprocal for it. You will get the answer. Now we will see the second sum. What is given in the second sum? Which of the following, so once again, which of the following does not, see the word, does not represent, does not, so this word is very important, does not represent electrical power in circuit. Okay, and here also it is an MCQ question where options are given. First option is PR. Second option is IR square. Third option is VI. And fourth option is V square by R. So what does this question means? This is the formula for the power, resistance, electric current and potential difference is given. Some formulas I have given you for power. Okay. So here you have to find out which formula does not give you the electric power. By using that formula you won't get the electric power. Okay, so here you can see P and R is there. So power is there, resistance is there. So here power is there. So you can get electric power from this, what you call it as equal. Here you can see V and I. Power, potential difference and current are related to each other. So what is electrical power is equal to V into I. Power, potential difference and resistance is related. Power is equal to V square by R. Okay. So here V square is equal to power into resistance. P is equal to V into I, P is equal to V square by I, A, C and D. All these options will give you the electrical power in circuit. So which option is left out? IR square. This option is left out, which does not give you the electrical power in circuit because current and only resistance is there. So this option, it does not represent electrical power in circuit. So once again I will explain you this. Which of the following does not represent electrical power in circuit? Means by taking that you won't get the electrical power. So here the solution, you can write it down, option B, that is IR square is the answer for this solution. What does it say? That power, it should not give the electrical power. Here power is mentioned, so if you use this you will get a power. Power is equal to V into I, this is a formula. Power is equal to V square by, it is a formula, where for both of this you will get power, and here also V is given. You can find out P and R using V, P and R, you can find out the power. Here I and R is given, so you cannot find out in I and R the electrical power. So this is the answer. So option B is the answer, which does not represent electrical power in the circuit. The third sum. What does the third sum say? It is also a multiple choice question. What does the third sum say is that an electric bulb, okay, is rated, an electric bulb is rated 220 volts. Means the potential difference is 220, and 100 watt is the power of the bulb. When it is operated, on 110 volts, the power consumed will be dash. Options are given. A option is 100 watt, B option is 75 watt, C option is 50 watt, and D option is 25 watt. So we have to find out. So here you can see electric bulb is same. So the resistance of the electric bulb will be same. First it is connected with 220 volts and the power is 100 watt. Then what is done in the next? The voltage is changed from 220 volts, it is brought to 110 volts. Okay. So what will be the power consumed? So here P1 will be the first power when 220 and 100 watt bulb. So the watt is also the same, 100 watt. Then P2 will be, what will be P2? When what is changed? The potential difference is changed. What is potential difference changed to 110? So what will be the power consumed? So first we will take what is given the solution. What is given? P1 is given. So P1 is equal to 100 watt. What is given? V1 is given. V1 is equal to 220 volts. And resistance is same for both the bulbs. So R is same for both the bulbs. So let it be R only for P1 and V1. Okay. Now P1, V1 and R is given. We can take the equation where P1 is equal to V1 square by R. We can find out what is R in that. So what does the equation say? P1 is equal to V1 square by R. So power is equal to V1 square by R. So what is R is equal to? R is equal to will be V1 square by P. Okay. Then let us find out what is the resistance. So R is equal to V1 square. So I have V1. What is the V1 square is? 100 square. What is V1 square? 220. So I got it as 220 the whole square divided by 100. 220 the whole square means what it will be? 220 into 220 divided by 100. 0, 0, 0, 0 cancel. So it is 22 into 22. So what is 22 square? It is 484 ohms. So how much you got it? Resistance is 484 ohms. Now resistance is same for the second one also. So what is the second one is given? The voltage is given how much? What is the voltage given? The voltage is given 110 watt. So we can take from that what we have, P2 will be equal to what? V2 square by R. R we got, V2 we have. So V2 is equal to, how much is V2? 110. R is equal to 484. So same equation we will take. Now we have to find out what is P. So here what will be P2 is equal to? So P2 will be equal to V2 square by R. So it will be V2 whole square by R is equal to, what is V2? 110 whole square by, what is R? 484. So 110 into 110 divided by 484. So we'll try to cancel it. Okay. 11 table it will go, yes. 11 tens are, 11 fours are 44. 48 minus 44 is 4 again. 11 fours are 44. Again this will go. 11 tens are, 11 fours are 44. Now what will happen? 4 and 10 is, again it will go. 2 twos are 4, 2 fives are 10, 2 ones are 2 5s are 10. So got it as 5 into 5, it is equal to 25 watt. So what is the power of the time when 110 volt is given? 25 watt. So which option you will get over here? So answer is option D, that is equal to 25 watt is your answer. So once again I'll explain what is over here. You have to take an electric bulb is rated 220 watt at 220 volt and 100 watt. When it is operated on 110 volt, the power consumed will be. So here power is given and volt is given, that is potential difference. So from P1 is 100 watt, V1 is 220 volt. We have to find out what is the resistance. So resistance is equal to V1 square by P. So if we calculate 220 volt square by 100, 220 into 220 by 100, 0, 0 cancel, 22 22s are 484. So we got resistance. See, in an electric bulb, same electric bulb is used, so resistance is equal. So resistance is 484 only for the same. Only what is changing over here? The potential difference is changing. So by finding out the resistance, taking the value of resistance and taking the value of potential difference, we'll find out what is the power of the bulb. So V2 is 110 volt, R is 484 ohms. So what you will get over here? P2 is equal to V2 square by R, 110 square by 484. Square I told you what you have to write down, 110 into 110 by 484. By 11 it will go, 11 tens are 110, 11 fours are 44, 48 minus 44 is 4, 44, 11 fours are 44, again it will go. 2 5s are 2 5s are 5 5s are 25 watt. So the option D, 25 watt is correct for this. So did you understand? So first you will find out with the potential difference and power you will find out the resistance. Resistance is same as with the resistance and the potential difference for the same electric bulb you find out the power. So this is what you have to calculate the sum. I showed you the method which is for 2 or 3 marks. Now I am going to show another multiple choice for 1 mark, how in a short form how to find out the power consumed by when 110 volts is a potential difference. So first we will write it down what is given. V1 is given and P1 is given. V2 is given, resistance is same, so we are okay. So R will be equal to R for both P1 and P2. So first we will take P1 is equal to 100 watt, V1 is equal to 220 volt, then R is equal to R only. Then what the second one is given? V2 is given 110 volt, R is equal to R, and we are going to we have to find out what is P2. P2 is not given to us. R is same for both because same electric bulb is taken. So for same electric bulb the resistance will be the same. So R is constant in both of them. Now according to the electrical power formula, P1 is equal to V1 square by R. So I can write it down. P1 is equal to V1 the whole square by R. Similarly for P2 also I can write it down. P2 is equal to V2 the whole square by R. Now I will take the ratio of P1 and P2 together. So what shall I get? P1 by P2 is equal to V1 square by R whole divided by V2 square by R. So this I can show it as P1 by P2 is equal to V1 square by R will remain as it is. This division when I take it into multiplication, it will get reciprocal. Reciprocal means what? R will go in the numerator and V2 square will come in the denominator. So what shall I get? V1 the whole square by R into R by V2 the whole square. R and R cancels. So P1 by P2 is equal to V1 square by V2 square. Now we will take the values and substitute. So always remember when power for the same electric bulb, so P1 and P2, when the ratio between power 1 and power 2 is always given by V1 square by V2 square. If you remember this much, it is enough. P1 by P2 is equal to V1 square by V2 square. Directly you can take that equation and substitute the value. So what is the value over here? P1 is given how much? 100 by P2. P2 we don't know is equal to V1. What is V1 given? 220 whole square divided by. What is V2 given? 100 the whole square. So I will do the cross multiplication. So I told you when you are doing cross multiplication, bring the variable on the left side. So I will write it down. P2 into 220 the whole square is equal to 100 into 110 the whole square. So I want to find out the value of P2. I will keep it on left hand side. 220 if I take on other side, it will go into the denominator. So what shall I get? P2 is equal to 100 into 110 whole square divided by 220 whole square. What is 110 square? So it will be equal to 100 into 110 into 110 divided by 220 into 220. I did not multiply because if you multiply a big number will come and it will be difficult for you to cancel. See how easy it will become. 0, 0, 0, 0. 11 table all of you know. 11 and 22 can be cancelled. Yes. 11 ones are, 11 twos are. Here also 11 ones are, 11 twos are. 2 and 200 can be cancelled. Yes. 2 fives are 10, 0. Again, 2 twos are 4, 2 fives are 10. So you got it as 25 lakh. That is your answer, which is your option D. So again I'll say this problem. Here just don't want this. I showed you the derivation that the ratio of P1 and P2 what we'll get. Just to remember this, P1 by P2 is equal to V1 square by V2 square for 1 mark question or for MCQ question. This much is enough. That's why I written important. I have put a star mark. So same electric bulb, P1 is given, P2 you have to find out. So take the ratio of the P1 and P2. You will get V1 square by V2 square. We know the value of P1, we know the value of V1, we know the value of V2, we have to find out the P2. So 100 by P2 is equal to 220 square by 110 square. So P2 into 220 whole square is equal to 100 into 110 whole square. So P2 is equal to 100 into 110 whole square by 220 square. So expand it, 110 to 110 into 100, 220 to 20, 0, 0, 0 cancel, 11 twos are, 11 twos are, 250s are, 225s are. So you got it as 25 volts. So option D is your answer. Now we will see sum number 4. What is given in sum number 4? Let us see. 2 conducting wires. 2 conducting wires. So there are 2 wires of same material, very important, same material, equal lengths. Length is also equal. This is also important. And equal diameters. That is also very important. Okay. Equal diameters are first connected in series and then in parallel in a circuit. Came to know? In a circuit having same, this is also very important, potential difference. Okay, what you have to find out? So you have to find out the ratio of heat produced in series and parallel combination. So you have to find out what is the ratio of heat produced in series and parallel. This is also a MCQ question. The answer is given. First one, 1:2. B, answer is given 2:1. C, answer is given 1:4. D, answer is given 4:1. So let us try to understand what is this sum. So how many wires are taken? 2 conducting wires of same material. Suppose copper is taken, so 2 wires of copper is taken. Same material. Aluminum is taken, 2 wires of aluminum is taken. So same material, equal length. If it is 1 meter, so copper is also 1 meter is taken and another wires of copper is taken 1 meter. Equal diameter. So if it is 2 centimeter diameter, then first wire is also 2 centimeter, second wire is also 2 centimeter. and even the potential difference is same, means V is also same, and it is connected in series and then it is connected in parallel. So what is the ratio of heat produced in series and heat produced in what you call it as parallel? Okay, so first we will find out in combination two, what is their wires. So let the resistance of both the wires be R. So solution, let the resistance of both wires be R. So series it is connected. So we know how to find out the total resistance of the wires when it is connected in series. So we can say RS is equal to R plus R, that is equal to 2R. Okay. Then same thing is connected in parallel. So what we will get? 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R plus 1 by R. R is the same denominator. 1 plus 1, you will get 2 by R. So we have to find out the heat produced. So heat produced is nothing but it is the ratio of Rs to the Rp. 1 by Rp we got 2 by R. So what is Rp is equal to reciprocal R by 2. So Rs you got it as 2R and Rp you got it as R by 2. So what is the ratio of Rs by Rp? That will give you the ratio of heat produced in the series and parallel. So Rs is what? 2R. Rp is what? 2 by R. So it will be equal to 2R into, so what will this become? It will become 2 by R. It will become R by 2R. 1 second. So we got it. Rp is equal to R by 2. So we can write it as half R. So the ratio of Rs is to Rp will be equal to 2 is to half. 2 is to half means what? Nothing is there. So 1 is there. So if you take what you will get, cross multiplication, if you do, we will get 2 into 2 is to 1 into 1 is equal to 4 is to 1. So the heat produced in series and parallel combination will be 4 is to 1. One thing you keep in mind, when the resistance are connected in series, okay, the current will be same, but the potential difference will change due to that the temperature increases, so heat is more. In parallel connection, what happens? The voltage is same, the current changes, but voltage is constant, so that but temperature is not produced, so heat produced will be less. So the ratio is 4 is to 1. So which option it is? Option D is. So here this is 1 mark question. You have to do this. What you have to do, just to say, take first R is the resistance of the wire. Both are same material, same length, same diameter, same potential difference, means R will be the first wire will be R and second wire will be also R. So Rs will be 2R, directly you can write it down. 1 by Rp will be 2 by R, so it will become Rp reciprocal, it will become half R. So what it is, always keep in mind the resistance in series and resistance in parallel. Half the resistance of series, okay, that is Rs you got it as 2R and Rp you got it as half R, because here by adding you will got 2 by R, taking the reciprocal you will get R by 2. So R you can take out outside, you can write it half the resistance of the series will be the resistance of the parallel. So always keep in mind, parallel and resistance in series is connected. How? Half the resistance of parallel will be always half the resistance of the series. So what you will get it as Rs is to Rp will be equal to R is to 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 means if you take the LCM, you will get 2 into 2 is equal to 1 into 1. So it is equal to 4:1. So the ratio is 4:1. Now we will see the fifth sum. What is in the fifth sum given? How is voltmeter? I have already explained what is a voltmeter. It is a device. What does it measure? It measures the potential difference. So a device which measures the potential difference. It is asked, how is the voltmeter connected in the circuit to measure the potential difference between 2 points? It can be potential difference between a bulb. It can be potential difference between a resistance. How should you connect the, what to call it as the voltmeter? So first I will show you the diagram. This is the bulb connected over here. This is the battery. Okay. And here the switch is there. And here the ammeter which measures the current is there. And the current is always passes from positive to the negative. Now I want to find out what is the potential difference between these 2 points in the bulb. So what I have to do? How I have to connect the voltmeter? Always remember the voltmeter is connected in parallel to the device who is having 2 points and whose potential difference is to be measured. So this is parallel connection if bulb is given. Suppose if 2 resistors are there which are connected in series. Okay. So positive, negative. This is the switch. This is the ammeter and here is the connection. So positive to negative it will move. This is R1 and R2. This is end and this is the end. I want to measure the potential difference. While I was explaining resistance connected in series, how should be the voltmeter? It should be connected in parallel. So always remember whether it is a bulb or whether it is a resistance wire connected in series, or I have 3 resistors. Three resistors are there. All these 3 resistors are connected with each other in parallel and it is connected in a circuit, plus and minus. This is the key and this is the ammeter and here it is connected and the current flows from positive to negative. Okay. How should be? So this is the common point over here. This is the common point. Here also the voltmeter should be connected in parallel. So whether it is a bulb or whether it is connected in series or whether it is connected in parallel, what you have to do is that you have to connect the voltmeter always in parallel. So the voltmeter connected in circuit to measure the potential difference between 2 points is in parallel. So your solution or the answer will be parallel connection of voltmeter is done in circuit to measure the potential difference, to measure the potential difference between 2 points. So came to know. So whether it is connected with bulb connected with resistors in a series or whether it is connected with resistors in parallel combination. It is always connected. Parallel connection of voltmeter is done in circuit to measure the potential difference between 2 points. So here I will end the exercise. Still sums are there, but while I was taking offline class and electricity 1 and 2 online classes, some sums I have solved regarding to find out the electricity, to find out the work done, to find out the charges, to find out the heat energy, to find out the electric power. All these sums I have done. Some of the sums in this exercise are similar to the sums what I have taught you. So those sums I am going to give to you. You are going to solve by yourselves, and whenever the interaction class is there, that is on Wednesday, when interaction class I will take, that time I will ask all of you to show me that sums whether you have calculated or not. If you don't get the answer, tick mark that doubt and it will be cleared on Wednesday. Particularly all of the students, I am telling you very strictly, you have to sit and solve those sums. See whichever sums I have made you to solve, looking to those sums, same type of sums are there, you have to calculate. If you don't know, you mark it, and in the interaction class you are going to ask. Okay, and the questions I am going to send you through WhatsApp, which questions you have to calculate by yourself or you have to do by yourself. Through the WhatsApp, the photocopy by ticking mark in red, I have tick marked in that photocopy. That sums you have to calculate by yourself. So here I will end my class. So bye children.